sunk an enemy destroyer.
All right. Hey, team. This is Ripper. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Finally got the Lushun Dockyard ship, and here is my review of it. And oh my goodness, you're going to want to stick around and check it out. Before we begin, like, subscribe button below. Appreciate all the support of those that supported the channel. If you think this is a good content, give me a thumbs up, share it, like it, whatever you got to do. And if you'd like to really support the community, hit that subscribe button to be notified up and coming videos. Let's get to it. So this is, before we begin, the map Sleeping Giant, and you can see the biggest and notable feature here is you have this one contested area at Alpha that is kind of like a death dealing zone where there's only one entrance to the west, one entrance to the east. And if you've played clan battles or played ranked, you notice there's a lot of map, a lot of attacking going on all around Alpha. Bravo is also a crazy component because a lot of people just like to drive right in the middle and just create some havoc. A lot of good places for action. Also, really dangerous area to escape as well because there's not really many avenues to escape other than turn back around where you came from. Charlie is pretty fun because in the center of Charlie, there's a lot of island cover here that provides DDs to actually go in and cap and have cover. But then you also have the threat of incoming radar that can hide right by these islands right here, or radar that can actually cover this entire area. And it's pretty wonky when you start getting into what I like to call, like, I mean, if I drew a circle, like imagine if a radar was right there, he would be able to cover a lot of potential area right at Bravo and Charlie. But let's not talk about that right now. The biggest thing we're talking about today is the Lushun and the starting point on the southeastern side to attack Sleeping Giant. Now, Lushun, if you don't know, it's the new dockyard ship that has crazy concealment, crazy guns, good super heal, and it's wild for it to be, I call it the DD killer. I mean, you really go out there and just hunt DDs down with everything you got, and it's pretty fun when you do it. So let's talk about the strategy we used in this particular video. We were starting in the southeast corner here. We have a Shimakaze with us, a Venezia, and another battleship. I can't remember what it was, but it doesn't matter. We're doing DD things. So I think what the strategy here is, back in the day, Wisdom said that, hey, go in and cap Charlie right away, right? But today's meta is way different with now submarines, you got CVs. Excuse me, even though I don't have a CV or a submarine in this map, still play it as such because you want to keep using the same tactics over and over again to allow you to kind of keep the ship in its consistent form the way it is set up and built. So like I said, conventional wisdom was to rush right into your death at Charlie, try to cap it, and then run away as fast as you can. But again, what did I say? We got CVs, submarines, and now radar cruisers, radar destroyers. It doesn't allow that to happen very effectively right off the bat anymore. You're going to see as the video gameplay shows out, capping first doesn't necessarily always mean you're going to win. So what we're going to do is we have a DD right here, Shimakaze, which I'm assuming he's going to go, and I think we've coordinated and talked about it, is he's probably going to go to the north, and just by his actions alone, we're more than enough to tell me he's going to go out and start torpedoing, start spotting, and that's what his plan was. So what we're going to do, we're going to support the DD push as well. We're going to sit right next to the Shimakaze and do a 2-on-1, whatever we encounter right here, DD-wise. We're going to spot for the battleships and the Venezia, as well as battleships over here to shoot the cruisers, and that's what's going to allow us to counter any kind of offensive they have with their DD. I'm assuming a DD is probably one of them is coming probably make contact with us here. So this strategy allows us to counter that one right away. You'll probably have another destroyer try to do the fateful move of trying to come in here and cap at Charlie right around that island or whatever. It's okay. Let him have the cap initially, and then we're going to go in and counterattack and come back and attack him on his way, egressing back out. So that's what we're going to do to get him. You'll probably have I'll show you with visuals here. We'll probably have a radar cruiser probably, park itself right here, just kind of maybe radar and covering the cap right there. So we're already in this position. We're well away from it. And then we'll probably have another cruiser is probably going to be parking right here behind this island, either on the eastern side or the western side. That allows us to counter as well. We'll probably have another cruiser park coming down this way and park right behind this island right here. So again, we'll have a lot of threats to deal with right here, and you potentially have the battleship. Battleships nowadays really are not a factor anymore because they just sit in the back and snipe. So we don't care. We're more concerned about the DD pushing in Charlie and the DD pushing in us. This will be our move right here because after that, once we retake Charlie, our team will then have effective forces to either push back through Bravo, or if our team over here at Alpha survives, they can actually push and go to Alpha. Either way, our responsibility is Charlie's sector, and that's how we'll run it. So let's take a look at the gameplay and see how it turns out. All right, team, here we go. Coming at you the gameplay, the Lushun, new dockyard tier 10 ship. I'll have to admit, I did spend a little money in order to just finish the last, several missions, but I grinded the crap out of this thing, got up to 20 to 30, I would say 27 unlocked, and I was like, you know what, I'm tired of this. Let me just put out some money and get the dang thing already. And now here it is. It's finally got it. Gold plated as always, and this thing is gangster, as the title of the video has shown. Man, this thing really is a DD destroyer killer, dual wielding, gold plated guns. This is pretty awesome, pretty funny. But let's just go right into it, some of the details while we're sailing in the objective. Now, we already talked about the strategy here. We're going to basically follow our Shimakaze on our right flank, and we're just going to push right up straight, because look at our concealment. 5.8 concealment is ridiculous. I mean, that is literally the Shimakaze gearing kind of style gameplay where you're going to outspot majority of things on the map. You're going to get that first look, first kill kind of attitude. That's why I built for guns. Check the build at the very end of the video to see how I built it. But this is literally built for guns. I've also had the option of you can swap out mods station 6 to go in for longer range if you feel more comfortable shooting long range. But I honestly, with the concealment the way it is, at 12.8 max range of these guns, that's pretty self-sufficient for me to go in and on the offensive. So we got a spotted Yoda right there while we're talking. General ideas of this thing, it's sluggish, it turns okay, detectability is the selling point, 5.8, max speed 36 knots base, is not really that crazy. Health is 24,500 to build full max health right here, but you got the 3 heals that really heal the majority of the ship back, which is incredible, but they are a little slower. So it's kind of like having the arms race heals where they slowly tickle. And here we go, first engagement, Delarna. We're going to fire AP, and then when you see a broadside destroyer right here, how to get better, switch to AP and see if you can get some more damage right there. Look, we get a little bit more increased damage. The DPM on this thing is a 3rd now, ranked in the entire, as of today, of all the destroyers. This is 3rd rank for AP, but the HE is probably the selling point. We switch back to HE, now he's angled away, and you notice that we're not getting as much damage, like death by 1,000 paper cuts right here, but we're still getting damage. That's the key point, and look at the rate of fire, 1.2 rate of fire. This is something I would love to have on the small end. If it could go even faster than this, you pretty much want to turn on the turbo boost and just keep the guns rocking and rolling, and just look at what we're doing. This Delarna is not having a good day. He says, I do not want to pick a fight with this ship. What is this gangster right here? And look at the heal. Look, we pop the heal, but it's slow rolling. It's almost like that arms race kind of healing, just slowly healing background. This is the new zombie ship meta right here. You're just pretty much surviving. Now we're taking way too much damage, and you can see this is the gameplay style you're going to face right here, where you're literally just running away, juking and dodging, getting in your punches first right off the bat, and then slowly healing all of that stuff really while you're retreating and getting into cover. And that, look, you can really bring back the ship to life. It's incredible what this thing can do. It's very, very annoying to play. But we'll go some while we're dodging and dealing. How to become a good destroyer player, we talk about right there. Really pick your fights. If once you realize, hey, I cannot survive any more damage like this. Again, my team, where are they at? This is the meta of the World of Warships. You notice that if you're a destroyer player, you're not going to have any help anymore today, okay? Players just don't want to play. Players don't want to lose their ship, which they can't take them with them when they die. I don't understand. They are making the game worse. That's my point right there. But how can we become a better player to help out our team? We're going to heal up. Look at how much heal we can bring up right now. Look at the bottom left corner. Look, I can literally heal back up to half of my health right there. That's what makes this thing so annoying to play against. And I got 5.8 detection, which means I have first look, first kill. I'm going to spot everybody before me. I got Mashima, which is doing his job, going out there, being quiet and spotting for me. I'm going to come back and support him as a gunboat DD should do, is support your other DDs, keep them alive. I could care less about my battleship or cruisers. They're worthless sitting in the back. I care more about my Shimakaze player right there. I'm going to keep him alive by supporting my teammate, and that's how you become a better destroyer player, or over a player overall in general. So while we're talking about that, we have, what other things we have? The main battery, you just saw the performance right there, 310,000 AP damage DPM. HE DPM is only 197, which ranks 14th right now, not the greatest. The range is 12.8, but if you want to do mod 6 or do a commander build, you can get it out to 14 or 15 kilometers, which is okay. The shell arcs are decent that you can maybe achieve some hits. Base reload on the guns is 1.7, and the guns turn super quick. 180 degrees is about 10 seconds. Very, very excellent right there. And then horizontal dispersion, 105 meters. The Sigma is 2.0. Really good Sigma, really awesome. And the flight time is 7.2. AP shells, whoop-de-doo, they're just a little bit higher, a little bit drag coefficient. The initial speed is 950 meters per second, which is not bad for AP shells, and I actually enjoy that a little bit more, so that's interesting why the shells actually shoot a little faster. Let me look at the HE. No, actually the speed of the shells are pretty quick. HE and AP is 950 meters per second, which gives those good arc, good impact angles, good shots, easy to aim at. Fire chance is 5% for the HE shells, so you're getting about 7.1 fires per minute. pretty awesome right there. Notice that we're not chasing the Lana around. We're going to actually go back in the cap and take on the Elbing, another destroyer that's going to probably outmatch us. But let's see how this does. I'm going to be pretty interested in it. Look, we're healing zombie mode right here, healing back the ship, rebuilding. Construction crews out on the deck right now, rebuilding the decks and everything. Deep water torpedoes are our torpedoes, but again, they don't really do much other than their detectability. Reaction time is 0.8 kilometers, 4.6 seconds, which is pretty good. They're 65 knots, range 11 kilometers. So not the greatest. I wish the range was a little bit more, but otherwise I would make the ship a little OP. And any aircraft is really nothing. The flak strength is 18, so not the greatest. AA right now. What is AI? Like I said, AA is trash. Whoop-de-doo. But I digress. The biggest selling point is the heal, and the hydro is 5.5 kilometers, so a little bit longer range than kind of the middle of Vampire and Z52. So we're actually getting good at that fight, but that extra 0.5 in hydro range is perfect for this ship style as well, with the 5.8 detection, just enough not to make it OP. If it gave it a 6 kilometer hydro, boom, this thing will be super OP. Okay, here we go. We got broadside Elbing. So what I'm going to do is aim at the horizon, look at the AP shells, switch to AP right here. I wanted to see if I can start a fire on them, but I really didn't. Maybe I should have gone with AP right there because we have the best AP DPM in the game, or sorry, the third best, that is. So right behind the Marceau and the smallest, so it's really, really incredible. Haragumo is also up there, but for you to be at the top 3, this ship is worth getting. So I'm going to go ahead right there. The spoiler alert, recommend this ship. Definitely try to get it. So we're going to go ahead and how to become a better destroyer pilot. We're going to wait to see. We're going to undetect it and kind of sneak up on this Elbing. My Venezia is asking for help. I'm doing my best. I can't smoke him up because I do not have smoke. What is my attack weapon right here? I'm going to basically go nose in, go to the Elbing right here, switch to AP or HE depending upon his orientation relative to me. So there it is. Okay, I got my hydro ready to go if he goes in smoke. He's in 6.4. Ooh, we got a nice shot of Venezia. Way to go right there, taking the majority of the hits right there for us. You know what? Our job's easier now. We're going to probably switch to HE to finish him off. There's the torpedoes. And here comes HE DPM coming at you. And I think he doesn't have a heal. Notice we're getting a lot of non-pins. See, the HE doesn't really pin a lot. And boom, splash one. First kill of the day. RIP back to Porty. He goes down. That's the first destroyer we kill right there. And what's our job right now? Go back out and hunt another D and spot. So our team, our Republic's going to cap Charlie for us. Or Shimakaze is still in support. And you know what? We're going to try to eliminate another destroyer here called the Dalarna. Dalarna, if you don't know, is the super ship version of the Holland. And I think I could take him on. Based on our first engagement right there, I think we can go try to hunt him down. We outspot him. We outmaneuver. We actually out-DPM him. It's surprising with only 2 guns. If you haven't noticed already, this destroyer is actually similar to the Nutrishimi. If you've played the Nutrishimi before, you probably understand how this ship works. It's 2 guns, dual barrel, but unfortunately, this thing is a beast. Or actually, fortunately, it's a beast because of the reload, the guns, the heals. It's incredible. Not as fast as the Nutrishimi, and it has a way better detection. 5.8 is way more than you're asking for right here. So we're definitely going to try to hunt down the Dalarna. They cap Charlie. Way to go. Look at our team. We've got the numbers. We're behind on points, but that's okay. We're going to wait for our team to slowly push back into Alpha Bravo, and we'll take the rest of them while the enemy team has to make a decision. They're low on ships, which means they're going to have to either run away or kill some of our ships by making that engagement, and that's going to really put them at risk. And all while we're slowly going back in and recapping everything, the enemy team has to either try to go and rehold those caps or retake them, and that's going to be detrimental to them. Stalingrad, we're well within his radar detection of 12, and I think it's 12 or 12 and a half, something like that. 12 kilometers is my base number right there. So me being inside of that 12, I know I'm in danger of being radared. So we're going to launch some torpedoes preemptive. So he's probably going to want to turn right next to the island. So I launched our torpedoes where I expect him to be. He's probably going to slow down like he is right now, going and hiding behind those islands, because why? Most cruiser players do not want to expose themselves to long successive fires. So we're going to go ahead and try to start a fire ourselves. And just look at the DPM on this thing. It is a monster. There's the Dalarna over there, so we're not too worried about him. Our right flank is clear. So we're going to just go ahead and just sit here, go half quarter speed, start a fire on the Stalingrad, just be super annoying to him. Look, we're getting a lot of damage right here. 1,000 damage, 1,000 HP, 1,000 HP over time, and he's just getting annoyed. He's looking at us. We're a bigger threat now. He just fired HES, and we got a torpedo. Not that we got one right there. There's a torpedo hit right there. He only had about 4.5 seconds of reaction time, which proved fatal to him. And guess what? He is still getting shot at. We're going to use our back gun. The back gun just by itself, that's just enough DPM just to kill him. Like, it's not that bad. And we're going to slim profile to avoid the death. And there it is. Splash 2, RIP back to Porter. He goes down. That's our second kill of the game. Notice how we engaged that Stalingrad right now. We basically went slim profile, juked a little bit, played around with the throttles, make him start guessing, hey, do I lead him? Or do I fade him? He's not really sure how to shoot, and the Stalingrad reloads are pretty long. So we understood how that was going to play out right there, and we got a lucky torpedo hit. Now, if we were going to get engaged much longer, we would have stopped firing and go quiet and run away. So what are we going to do right now? We've noticed that two destroyers are actually coming back into Charlie. We're going to go ahead and head on and kill those 2 destroyers because why not? The game is pretty much in our favor if we can cap the next that we took. Yep, they took out a Satsuma. So the game is pretty much us. Let's go ahead and take on the other destroyers right there. Now, why do I know I can take on these destroyers? Well, one, I got the best DPM out of both those destroyers right now. The torpedo boats don't stand a chance against this. So that's a plus. We've got ran out of heals, so we only got 11,500 to play with, but our DPM should be able to eliminate the threat pretty quickly, and they don't know where we're coming from. Probably may outspot some of them, maybe not the Shima, but maybe the gearing or whatever's left, because we got the 5.8 concealment, plus we've got Hydro that's ready to go, so if they do pop smoke, we can rush in and kill them. So we got a lot going for us right there. And what else can we talk about? The main battery is good angles, 30-degree angles, which is really, really good. I like the 30-degree mark. Torpedoes we already talked about, 4.6 reaction time, but they do reload long. But again, this ain't a DD boat. This is more focused on the AP and the HE guns themselves. This is a main battery gun ship. Man, this thing's wild. Here we go. Got the gearing popping up right now. We definitely know that we can probably reacquire him if he goes into smoke because we're re-engaging. We're trying to kind of kiting in, but then he's kind of driving towards us, which is good. So we're going to go full broadside to see what he does, and that gives us options to run away or engage. Just look at the DPM. He can't get all of his guns to bear because he knows our AP will probably murder him, and here he goes. He pops the smoke, but what? We're going to pop our Hydro and see if he comes back on. Oh, never mind. We kill him right off the bat, and something's off our nose. What is shooting us? Something's off our nose, isn't it? Holy cow, there he is. Okay, we got Shimakaze. We're going to switch to AP. So watch the power of what full AP. Are we going to get overpins? Yep, we got some overpins, full pins, overpins. They're getting a lot of good juicy damage right there. And as he turns away, we'll then switch to HE and then finish him off because look at the ricochet angles right there. Yep, switch to HE right there. And boom, splash 4. RIP back to 40. And that is how you win the game with Lushun. The gold-plated Lushun right there coming at you. Let me know what you guys think. Is this thing overpowered? Is it not? Is it powerful? Is it a good DD hunter? Is it worth the grind? I absolutely say yes to all of those things. Maybe not the OP part because you can still kill this thing. But wow, what a game right there. 4 kills, top tier, number 1 in the team right there, 2,000 base XP. And just look at that. We eliminate 4 ships for our team on the eastern flank right there. 82,000 overall damage with fires, some torpedo hits, but mostly the gun action right there. And this is my favorite DD gunboat. Just like the Gdansk, it just focuses on the guns. And just like this thing, it focuses on the guns. I love it. These are one of the top DDs right here. Here comes the build right at you right now. We'll talk about it. And basically, gunboat build with the extra Hydro time on there. And as you can see right there, incoming fire alert and preventive maintenance protects my guns and makes sure as I know when to juke. I also have dead last stand, so I don't lose my engine. Survivability, extra HP, concealment definitely must, and all the rest of them are for gun builds, and that's what allows us to run the gunboat play style there. Let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys are staying safe out there, and we'll see you guys soon. Cheers.